The federal government is now under fire from state leaders and people living in Minnesota over ICE officers' actions in the state. Those cases include lawsuits for information regarding the deadly ICE shootings of Alex Pretti and Renee Good, as well as the use of excessive force from those federal officers.
All right, so joining us now is our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. Obviously, we knew that there were going to be lawsuits, but this legal battle, attorneys are saying, could take decades. Is that for the sheer amount of cases that there are, or because it's just going to go back and forth?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I'm right there with them. I don't think it should take decades, but I do anticipate something like this is going to take a significant amount of time. First of all, they're asking for injunctive relief. You guys know the standard for injunctions is likelihood of successful in marriage, irreparable harm, balance of the equities, and public policy. The argument that Minnesota is saying is that we remain and can keep control over a number of issues, specifically criminal matters that we're talking about, homicides. So if you're talking about Renee Good, you're talking about Alex Pretti, the other individuals that was shot, Julio Cesar Sosa, those individuals, they're saying the state of Minnesota is that we have an opportunity, or at least an ability, if the federal government was not involved in preventing us from getting access to this information, to investigate these allegations. And so they're saying, they're asking that the court compel them to turn over any evidence connected to those cases. And the federal government is saying they're categorically withholding all of this evidence. So this is a states' rights versus federal rights, and trying to determine who has control here.
Khalif, the lawsuit calls the immigration surge, let's say they call it a federal invasion, right? Legally speaking, can a state push back when you've got federal agents flooding a city?
Pushback is a relative term. I mean, they can refuse to assist. That's probably the best pushback that they can do. They can say our officers aren't going to participate and assist. We won't give you access to certain locations without getting, some other type of warrant to get there. But other than that, they can't stop. They can't, they can't stop them from doing their job. They can't say, now our borders are closed to the federal government. There's no scenario that exists. Typically what it does is just we won't comply, we won't assist, we won't help, we won't give resources, because to have officers assisting there, that means they're taking them away from somewhere else. The federal government will say, well, because you guys aren't assisting, that's why a lot of these things are happening. So both of them are arguing that someone should be assisting, but the other side is saying we're not going to assist in terms of the state. What I can tell you is the government is likely to assert sovereign immunity, that, look, we have control over these instances, that the officers that are working in their official capacity can't have charges brought against them anyway. So because there will be some type of sovereign immunity, we don't have to turn over this information. The states are going to say, well, first we got to investigate. First, we got to see if there was some wrongdoing, because even if you are working underneath a color of law and you're doing your job, if you've done something illegal, yes, then the states can come in and bring charges. The state's saying, well, we can't find out if you won't give us the body cams, won't turn over any evidence. We won't know if you've done something illegal.
And a bulk of these lawsuits are over excessive force, right? Not even in the most egregious cases of Renee Pretti or Renee Good and Alex Pretti, but when you talk about that sovereign immunity, there are rules in place for excessive force, even from federal agents, right? So how does this play out in court if they're saying this was necessary, whether it's not? Well,
again, and that's what the state is saying. The state is saying we don't have an issue with you attempting to allege sovereign immunity if someone attempts to bring some civil rights claim, or if someone attempts to bring criminal charges. You can raise those defenses at any point. What they're saying is, before we get to the defense portion, let us start the investigation portion. We can't bring charges. We can't bring a civil claim. We can't do any of that if we haven't fully investigated. So you guys have done the investigation, you as the federal government, and now you have access to information that we just want to see. You have the body cam footage. You have this information. Turn it over. And that's what they're saying. Court, force them, compel them. This is a motion to compel tucked into an injunction. This injunction will say not just stop something from happening, but it will force them to do something.
If the lawsuits succeed, do you see this changing future ICE operations?
Not necessarily. No. I think that ICE in this administration will force your hand to go to court. They will say this is the mechanism that's in place. If we have three co-equal branches of government, we're acting under executive power. If you don't like something that we're doing, take us to court. And I like that approach, because that's what our system is made up for. If you don't like the outcome, go to court and allow the court to make a determination. And if you don't like that outcome, guess what? Go to Congress and ask them to change the law. That's how it's supposed to be done. So now you have folks in Minnesota that's saying, we don't like that you're rejecting our opportunity, or I should say our request for documents. So we'll tell the court to make you give us the documents. So that's why it's going to take long, because if the court makes them give the documents, in the Trump administration, you just go to another court and say, we're going to appeal that decision. So then it's just going to be decision on decision until we get a final decision.
All right, Khalif, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.